All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Beer Podcast. I'm your host, Derrek. I'm pretty sure the beat I had in the background is going to be copyrighted. Copyrighted. I don't know what beat I'm going to choose for yet. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I'm a day late on the wet fart. Wednesday! Yeah. It echoes in this bitch, man. The acoustics is weird, bro. It's just freaking weird. Of course, got some both the dogs in here, speaking of weird. Pretty much the whole room is cleared out. Got the carpet out. Got the bed out. The couch. Got everything out. And usually I'm facing the window. I know, guys, hey, kids are getting out of school right now. We got awkward people driving by, walking by. I don't want people to see. I mean, they can still see me doing the podcast. They can't see as well further back the way the windows are. They kind of like, have like a, it's kind of like, it looks like it's like a tinted window. And I like that. I really do. The dogs are looking out the window right now because the dogs are looking for some barking to ruin the podcast. They love it. Have you noticed the last few episodes? They're all looking at me. Look at me. You're the one doing it, fool. So Prince and his mama's in here. It's the last day he's going with his mom. Things were on my way. I was recording right now inside the RV, but it didn't go my way. Got the new studio's coming soon. Next week, I probably will be recording it inside or outside of it. Depends how much I got fixed on it. The only thing left in this room pretty much is the little table with laptops on. The laptop, me, the dogs, and the microphone, and of course, I'm wearing. Look like shit, guys. I've been fucking busy. It's been a long week, I'm sorry last Thursday we didn't have an episode. This one's going to be late. So unfortunately, we might only have one episode this week as well. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Me and Prince are gonna be living on my mom and dad's land. So they don't have land. They have a couple like a we're living on there. We're gonna be having hopefully a pretty good fucking time. Last week's been wild, man. It really has. I'm glad things chilled down. Things went my way. I would have had the guy with the trailer here today, putting my stuff on the back of it. I've been hauling my ass down there. And probably been a later episode, but hey, at least I'll be back on the track. I wanted to record a podcast for Tuesday. Sorry I didn't get a chance to. Like I said, this whole last week I was busy. I was exhausted. I like the first of last week started out crazy. And we're talking Monday, bro. Monday I was of course Tuesday I did have a podcast, but Monday I got picked up by my stepdad. It was crazy because I got picked up by my stepdad. Went all the way down and looked at this RV where I have a studio / bedroom in. It's just big enough for that. That's it. It's actually a pretty good size for one man and a dog. Now, I don't plan on being there long, but I plan on, maybe shacking up with somebody. You know what I'm saying? No, I plan on just living there for a little bit, and after I get a car, finding something to do. Finding, maybe find another apartment or something like that. And then I'll still have that out there as a podcast studio, maybe, and we can go from there. But it's not Spike. Davidson. I don't know. I think it was an Indian actually, but it was not Indian or Harley Davidson. I don't know which one. I say that, but I don't know Honda, bro. This guy was right to the curb. But it's been a wonderful life, though. It's a wonderful life. It's been wonderful out here in Killeen, man. This is my actually real goodbye to Killeen, and it's been wonderful out here, man. This city is not too big like Austin. It's not too liberal like Austin. You meet so many different people, man. And I met a lot of damn good people, and it's been fucking dope, man. I don't think I can really say much of a goodbye to Killeen right now because I'm only coming up every once in a while. I got people coming in. I got people coming over, saying hang out and stuff. And I still got friends out here, man. Saying like Lurch and Dennis and stuff like that. And I probably won't see them. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna come out here so like the end of next summer, But I'm hoping to get a car pretty soon, and I'm hoping to get all that going, man. My two back ones are fucked. But yeah, so it's like And every once in a while they kind of ache a little bit, kind of hurts. But yeah, so sorry today, guys. So, a lot of haters are happy. Are you gonna do one this week? I hope you don't. You know, so yeah, I'm doing. This is the reason why I do the podcast. Like I still keep on doing it, even though there's a lot of odds against me. Even though there's hate on YouTube, there's hate on TikTok, there's hate everywhere I go. But I still do the podcast because there's my neighbor. He can't see me. He's a good ass dude, man. He really is. There's a lot of odds against me, and that's why I keep. I think, and that pisses haters off. I think haters get mad when you're trying to like, no matter what you're doing. Well, let's be realistic, okay? A hater will get mad no matter what the fuck you're trying to do. I know someone plays wheelchair basketball. Some team be hating on sometimes. It's like, because every time, like, they, people, some haters say, I realize haters want you to stay in place. Like, a lot of haters in my hometown are happy. And a lot of my friends are too. And a lot of my family is too. What I'm saying is a lot of people are like, they haven't told me yet. They're like, oh, welcome back. Going from, bubble butt country to fat booty country. It is what it is. But like people love to see, they love to hear. They don't. No one loves to hear a success story. No one loves to hear a success story. And then, when you do try to tell them about your success, they take it as you're bragging. Oh, this motherfucker bragging? What are you bragging about? Tell me how great life is. And some people do brag. Not gonna lie, some people do brag. Some people are like, oh, look what I got, yeah. But then some people are like, I'm doing pretty good. Like, my homeboy told me today, man. I don't know if he wants me to talk about it. He and what he's doing, he's getting promoted. He's working hard for that promotion. He's working hard. And I was like, man, you should tell. He goes, man, I just want to tell somebody. He was like, man, I ain't trying to sound like a brag. I said, man, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, I told you you deserve that promotion. You know what I'm saying? I told you you deserve that. And you know what I'm saying? He always says, no, no, man, I'm just mediocre, man. I'm cool. But like, that's how my other homeboy is too in his sport. You know what I'm saying? Like mother homeboy in Miami, he's like that too. Oh, I'm just mediocre at this. But well, apparently you're not because the people are calling and asking about you. And that's the same with my homeboy and like his sport. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I'm just a regular guy, man, just doing what I do. It's like, yeah, but apparently you're better because you're getting promoted to the next belt. You feel me? And so it's like it's crazy to me that people like and like and I like people like that. I like humble ass people. You know what I'm saying? I love them so. I really do. But yeah, man, and haters hate that. Haters love to hear a trash story. A hater. If you try to tell a hater that you're doing good in life, or like what I'm saying, like oh, so what have you been up to, Derrek? Good, bro. Like what I'm saying, got promotion in my job, and everything's going good. They're like, oh, what are you fucking bragging about? You think you're better than everybody? No, man. Like I don't. Like, but like a hater would take it as bragging. And a lot of people do brag, I'm saying? A lot of people do brag, and and you can always tell the difference between a humble person and a non-humble person when they brag. But like what I'm talking about was something I'm like, man, look, got promotion on my job, I'm happy and stuff. And a hater always wants to see you down. You ain't gotta brag about it, bro. Or how much ass did you kiss? Or how much did you do this? How much did you do that? Just little stuff like that, bro. So it's like, man, leave me the fuck alone, bro. I didn't kiss no ass. I worked my ass off. That's what I fucking did. You know? But a hater don't even realize that. Haters don't want to realize that. Haters don't give a fuck. A hater loves to see you fail. I think, but like and I realize that too because not everybody. A hater loves a mediocre life. I think sometimes. Oh man, I love my water. I love water, bro. Nice cup. It's been in the fridge for like 3 days. Oh, so good. Um, it really is, man. So it's like, man, I don't want to get to you, bro. That's my message for right now. I don't want to get to you. Some people do good, and some people just like kind of like they always try to sneak in some little hate. It's like, bro, stop, man. Stop hating on that man. Stop it. 'Cause he did nothing to you. He's not your fucking friend. I don't want my hair to be sticking up on the side. I hate it. I didn't comb it this morning. Shit, I don't get it. But but you know what I'm saying? Like so it's like sorry. I hate that. I'm trying to go back now. I said this morning. I've been. It's already afternoon. It's almost late in the afternoon. But think about that, man. Somebody always has something to say. Someone always has something to hate. No matter what you're doing, like someone's gonna sit there and point out that fucking face ring. Someone's gonna point out the gray hair. And it don't ever get to me no more because I used to always let it get to me. I used to always let people and their hatefulness get to me, and and like I don't know, like the one thing I learned about living when I moved out here to Killeen from, man, this is not who I want to be. Man. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that's depressed because somebody else is sad about their life. Because I always known people were hate on me because their life ain't going so well. You know, I always known that, and I'm like, and I feel bad on my. I've had a lot in my life, dude. I really have. I've had a lot of haters in my life, and it's like it's all a part of it, man. It's all a fucking part. Even my own family, bro. Like, and they would say it now, but it's true, you know. But keep on going by. But yeah, they were. There's a lot of fucking hate out there, man. And we got to get used to like living our own lives and just enjoying our lives. Because at the end of the day, man, like those haters weren't there for you when you're studying. Like if you're in school right now and you've got a good grade on a test and someone's like, were they there studying with you? No, they weren't. And or like saying like if you're in your job and you're grinding, you're staying, you're coming in earlier, you're staying later, you're doing everything you're doing. Was that hater there for you? No, they weren't. They weren't there for you, not at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just like, bro, you need to chill out, man. So I don't know, man. People always have something to say, bro. And I know, like if someone like hit me up on Facebook yesterday, said, "Oh, so you're moving back." That wasn't long. It was like 4 years, yes, but and you didn't even go that far away. I said, no, I stayed close because my family was sick, and plus I got a better opportunity out here. At that time, and you know what I'm saying. Like I just had nowhere to live at that time. I remember literally when I left here, when I left there, I had like literally two pairs of socks and they had holes in them. I had I had got rid of all my shoes. I used to have like fucking 20 something Jordan. Um, and I got rid of all my shoes. I got rid of all my clothes. I had this shirt. Um, but you know what I'm saying? That's where I came. And now I'm leaving with all these clothes. I'm leaving with fucking it. You know what I'm saying? I got a podcast now. It's happy for me. I got new skills. I got a better outlook on life. I feel like because like before I moved out here, I used to fantasize about dying quite a bit. Every once in a while, I think about. I still think about it, but that's life. But like I have more of a will to live than I did when I left. When I left, I was just hoping I died because I had lost. I didn't have my dog no more. I had people on my ass. Hey, it was just one of those fucking people nag. But then everybody that was nagging shut the fuck up because they saw that I came out here and I was in a better environment, I guess. And I just like instead of smoking and drinking all the time, laying around getting fucking drunk and watching TV all the fucking time. I'm an alcoholic. I always will be, but like I like to drink every once in a while, but not as much not like I used to. I used to drink every fucking night and every day, man. And it was just one of those fucking things. It was life. It was my life. My life was me drinking every day. That was it. That's it. That was my life. My life was me getting drunk every single day of the week. 6, 7 days a week, almost every single day. I'll be drunk. Drink until about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. After I leave the bar, I would come home and I would go to bed. Or I'd walk my dog a little bit, then I'd go to this nice bike. Another nice bike in the bar. And literally, for what? Wake up in the morning, I'd have like some vodka and I'd pour it like in tea or pour it in coffee and I'll start drinking again. I get drunk by noon, pass out, wake up at like 3 or 4, and fucking straight up walk up to the walk up to my job because I'd be there about 5. Work all night, get off around 10. So I go to the bar, go to the first bar. The first bar was the one I worked at. Up there, start drinking with them. Usually the bartender would be like, "Yo, Derrek, if you help me clean up tonight, I'll pay for all your drinks." Man. So I go up there and start drinking with them, fucking get all free drinks, and then walk down to the other bar or catch a ride. Usually, sometimes a lot of us that work together, we'd all like bar hop together and stuff like that. And so then we get a ride to another bar and drink at that bar till about 2 a.m. And then, because the one I live worked at close at 12. The one I worked at closed at 12. And then the 12, we go down to like 11, like, yeah, 12 o'clock, because I usually go a little bit after 12, because I have to work at the bar. And then I go fucking down there and I get drunk. You know, Prince. I get drunk and get drunk at the other bar until about 2 a.m., drink some more. You know, be cool with them bartenders down there. I wouldn't clean up, I might actually pay for my drinks there, or sometimes my coworkers will pay too. You know what I'm saying? And because a lot of people like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like I get liked everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Prince don't believe it. I'm like, oh, you don't believe it at all. I do. Good Prince. Good for Prince. Say hi to the podcast. Say hi to the podcast that they're producing. Come on. Come on, bro. There he is. There he is. His name is Prince. Yeah, but his mom over there, she don't want to say that. He's a good boy. His name is Prince. He's a good boy. Yeah. Sometimes he's a good boy. Okay, like 5% of the time. Bro. I like him. I like him. I like him. I like him. I guess. I guess I like him. But so anyway, that's what I do. Man. I come home, fucking stumbling, drunk. They didn't have no alcohol at the house. I wouldn't drink. Sometimes I drink till like 3 or 4. Because I go fucking like either a friend's house or my house and just keep on drinking. That was my routine for a whole minute there. And so I moved out here and I cleaned up. Of course, a lot of time, and also in between, I was smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's just, I had no motivation. When I came out here, I started like first we were at the gym for like the first year we were out here, and before my homeboy fucked up his back, and I was just like so much more different. Like the life I was. I remember the first time I went a week without drinking. I was like, I've been a week without drinking. Like, who cares? Like people were like, that's what's long? A week? That's a long time for you? Do that. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then then I went a month without drinking. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like I think the longest I went without drinking out here was maybe like fucking 4 months, 5 months, but still that's a lot. Start barking. You wanna run the production? You should start barking. It's for the podcast. That's the podcast, baby. Yeah, yeah. Well, that stinks. Shut up, Prince. Prince looking at me like I ain't the old motherfucker that be stinking up this place. Prince be stinking up this place just for fun. But yeah, so that's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes. So last week, get back to you know what I'm saying. My life changed when I was living since I lived out here, man. I want to continue that streak of not getting drunk all the time. I mean, like I had a, I ain't gonna lie, like the last 2 days I was down there, I was drinking every day, but I didn't drink as much as I used to. Kept myself a level head because I was watching over my aunt, kind of, you know, because I was looking at my Aunt Mel. My Aunt Mel is my dad's littlest sister. She's fucking, see, here we go. Hey, hey, you want to run production like you always do? Come here. You want to run production? Oh, here it is. It's Luna. Look at it. Oh, production. Dogs are racist, bro. Like, Luna, you're a racist, bro. Both of y'all. Y'all get ashamed of yourself, man. They bark at the black lady. They didn't want to bark at the white guy that walked by earlier. They bark at the black lady. That's fucked up, bro. Black lady with a child. That's who you bark at. You bark with a black lady with a child. Come on, bro. been there like 10 minutes. They were over barking for 10 minutes. Shut up. They would look at me and bark, keep on barking. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, y'all are racist. Uh huh. South should have won, huh? Fucking assholes. They are, man. Anyway, so I hung out, went out, I got my Aunt Melanie, you know what I'm saying? I drank, but I was, I was kind of watching her a little bit, man, because, like she's changed a lot. She really has. Those school Aunt Melanie, she get to a fight with somebody in a heartbeat. But she's my dad's youngest sister. She's cool as fuck, man. My Aunt Melanie is my favorite aunt. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because she's spontaneous as a person. You don't know what you're gonna get into with Aunt. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know if it's gonna be a fight. Because I remember one time I went to she invited me to this campsite. And this is a good example for her. No, it's for her ex-husband's birthday. Her birthday was cool. Fuck, we went down there. We went to the same campsite. Everybody barbecued. Man, had a great fucking time. Her ex-husband's birthday was 2 weeks, couple weeks later. We all went down there, and there was a bunch of people there. There was like a bunch of Mexicans and a bunch of rednecks. Well, I can say that because I'm half Mexican, half redneck, or Irish, I guess. But still redneck, same thing. I could say that. Anyway, it's like pretty much like one side of my family's over here, one side of the over here. But they weren't my family. The white people there that were there weren't my family. And there were some Mexicans there that were kin to us in some way. They were cool as fuck, and we're all having a good time. Me, I brought my homeboy Mikey there. I brought was that the one I brought Mikey there? Yeah, that's what I brought. So I brought my homeboy Mikey there. Me and Mikey show up. You know what I'm saying? We're look like we're ready to swim, but we're still going. My aunt's still gonna be women there. My aunt always has homegirls. So she's like, there's gonna be women there too, but y'all say she'll show up. Maybe Mikey show up, Mikey has like his opens on, I'm saying, like he's dressed to impress, but he's still dressed to get in the water. I'm dressed to impress, and I'm still dressed to get in the water as well. But we're just chilling, so I got my lopes on and shit. We're just kicking back. This is like 8, 9 years ago, man. And we're sitting there, everybody's having a good time, we're drinking some beers. I remember they gave me a pickle shot of vodka, didn't care for it. I hate pickles and I hate vodka. The only time I ever drank vodka was when I was in my worst alcoholic years, and I mixed it with like tea and coffee, and just so I don't really taste it, and got me drunk. And anyway, so we're there chilling, and these guys get into. There's this one drunk white guy walking around. I can't think of his fucking name. I remember his wife a lot. I remember actually a year after he got divorced from his wife, I saw her at the bar, and she was like, she's but that's a different story. We went to her house and stuff, did stuff. But I think, I think that was her. I don't know. Anyway, but she wasn't married to him no more. But this guy was drunk walking around. He was like, hey, I'm gonna throw you in the water. And the person tried to do it to me, and I'm like, he's a little bit. I was like, bro, the best thing you can do is walk away. I'm not a bad motherfucker. I mean, I am a bad motherfucker in my own perspective, but I'm not one of them motherfuckers that you're gonna try to fucking push. I've been drinking. I have no remorse. And he's like, oh man, whatever, bro. It is what it is. Fucking, he's scared of the water. He's a pussy. He walks off, man. Yeah, I'm a pussy. I didn't give a fuck. Whatever, dude. I'm over here drinking. I'm over here talking. I'm drinking. I'm talking to these three ladies. My whole life in the water with all the kids and the other guys and women over there. There's at least 30, 40 people at this party. Ladies. We're all having a good time. So I'm like, yeah, what I'm saying? And me, I love to talk in politics. And it's right here. That motion when that guy's walking around talking about he's a little cholo. Cholo got a knife on him. I can't think of the guy's name right now, and I ain't gonna say it, but we're gonna call him Cholo. So my aunt's like, yo, Cholo and I can't think of that guy's name. We're gonna get to a fight. So I went over there, and my aunt hangs out with some wild ass people, bro. This is not wild man. The dude pushes Cholo. Cholo pulls his knife out and puts it in between his hands and starts punching him in the face. Pow, 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 and just stabs him. Whoa! Whoa! You know what I'm saying? And so I come running over there, and like Cholo drops his knife, so I grab Cholo's knife and I throw that bitch. Whoa! And that's the kind of shit that happens. Police. I remember someone called the cops. There was a bridge. I remember looking over, and I had like fucking warrants for my wrist. I look over, and there's like fucking 15 cop cars going across the bridge. I'm like, so I go over, and my aunt's fighting this one lady. You know, like, well, Aunt we gotta go. And my aunt's like, this fat bitch. Mind you, my aunt ain't very big. She's maybe 5'2", 5'3" at the most, I think. She's a little lady. She don't weigh very much. And that lady was almost as big as me. I mean, that lady is at least 200 something. To my aunt, oh yo, come on. So I grabbed my aunt and my little cousin, and we can all get in my Jeep. And I realized my homeboy was going, God damn Mikey. So I had to go back and find Mikey, grab his motherfucker, get in my Jeep, haul it. Went down a fucking weird ass trail, came out of nowhere, and then came on the main road. I was driving, the cops were coming through, and one cop saw me. I was, where are you coming from? I said, man, I'm just picking my people up here, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure they get home safe. He goes, are you sober? I said, yes, sir. I was sober-ish. I was starting to sober up because I was getting ready to go home. It was already kind of getting late. And so what I do is, that's okay, if I'm going home at 10, I'm going to start drinking at 8. And I have that immune system where it's like, if I quit drinking, my drunk goes away. And it'll start, everybody does, I guess, because I never understood those guys that get drunk and be like, all day long. I don't understand it. Like, I guess those are the real alcoholics. I'm not much of an alcoholic, I guess. And they're like, oh, like me, I got to keep going. I got to keep going and maintain that buzz. So I was kind of sober up anyway. I was like hour, hour and a half. So I was almost ready to leave anyway. And to my so oh okay, well can you stay right here? We're gonna come back and run your name, and there's some bad stuff going on. So I know there is. I said, that's why I'm trying to get them the hell out of here. Oh no, just stay right here, we'll come back and run your license and stuff. Okay, cool. Let them go by. Said the other day, you gonna stay here and let them run your license? Fuck no. Fucking all that. I got the fuck out. I went from Kingsville around Mountain in fucking less than like probably 15 minutes or something. That's how fast I got the fuck out there. It probably wasn't 15 minutes, but that's how fast I got out there. Then we got lost. My aunt forgot where she lived. Anyway, we get to my aunt's house. We had to kick the door open. Just that's the stuff that happens with Aunt Mel. So anyway, I hung out with Aunt Melanie last week. And, first we go to, she calmed down a lot lately. We go to a bar. Well, we don't go to a bar yet. So she calls me. I'm in my mom's house. I went down there last Monday to check out the RV where I'll be living in. And me and my stepdad did. And, what I'm saying? We both looked inside to see if there's any leaks or anything and looked at the pipes and everything. And, the wheels, even the wheels, we looked at everything. The guy said, don't worry, I'm redoing the inside. Everything's going to be good. We go down there and do that. It's pretty fucking fun. So we go down there and do that, and I go to my parents' house for a little bit to get some supper and just hang out, and talk to my parents about this and talk about everything, talk about business. Um, we just and then my aunt calls me, oh, hey, I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna party. Monday. But with Aunt Mel, every day is fucking Friday. Every day is Friday or Saturday with Aunt Mel. And you just never know what you're gonna get into. I mean, like with her, it was an eventful week. Like sometimes by the time I get done with the eventful week, I'm ready to go back to boring. Well, how do they do this every fucking day? God damn. And, so ML goes to she goes to pick me up. She has some little cowboy with her. We're gonna call him Cowboy. Cowboy was a good old boy. He's older. He's a little bit older. I think he's in his 50s or maybe 60s. But my aunt's like, hey, this is Cowboy. What's up, Cowboy? We got in the tree. He has a big old nice brand new bad. You name it, bad motherfucker. Whoa! You know what I'm saying? Like, bad motherfucker. And that's just barking at the white guy, but barely barking. You know what I'm saying? It's not much of a bark. But she wanted to show me she was racist. Look, you racist, bro. You're a racist. So are you, Prince. You're a racist. You're a racist too. Fucking racist ass animal, bro. Like, god damn, bro. Why did I get blessed with a racist? So anyway, I introduced myself to Cowboy. I'm like, hey, I'm Derrek. She goes, this is my nephew. When you buy me a drink, you're buying him a drink. It's kind of how it works. See, when I go out with my Aunt Melanie, there's one fucking thing that happens. Whatever, what I'm saying, if she's hanging out with a dude or whatever, or she meets a dude, he buys her a drink, he's buying me a drink. No matter who we're hanging out with. That's always been the rule. But then my thing is, I always look after her. And I will see, like if case something's going to go down, I'm going to be there to kind of break it up, or I'm going to be there to kind of like be a witness or something, or I'm going to be there to bury the body, kind of thing. So, at Melanie, and so the guy's like, hell yeah, we're going to get drunk. So the guy goes up there and he buys a fucking, he goes a truck just like it almost. Like that one's mine. It's 2400 4x4 days. So anyway, he's talking about how badass his truck is. She goes, we gotta go to the store. And she's like, Derrek, I've been drinking. I'm not really good with directions. You got your own directions. So we're going to Cottonwood. Or we're going to your house. Well, we're going to, we're going to go to Cottonwood. We want to get that. Oh, God. Okay. Like, there's a black woman marked that. She don't notice her. Go, lady, go. Luna's a racist. She can get her pickup truck and chase you. Luna, Luna hates me, bro. So I'm going to God, Luna. Good, she don't know. Good, go, go, go. Try to go. So me and that Melanie and this cowboy. First off, I should have that should have been the red flag number one. We stop at a convenience store. Cowboy has that big ass truck, and then he has a fucking trailer behind it because he had to like bring something down to one of his business partners. Supposedly some guys he's in business with own a bunch of land. And he had to bring a piece of equipment down to him from Austin. That should have been number one red flag. I'm cowboy. And I'm from Austin. Oh, you're from Austin, Texas. Oh, you must. You're a whole person already. Automatically, I should. Because some of the worst people I ever met were from Austin, Texas. And some of the great, I mean, look, I'm fucking around, of course. But, like, well, my brother lives in Austin. He's cool as fuck. Who else lives in Austin? One of my homeboys from school. But usually some of the shitheads from my school also moved to Austin. So, like, so we were, we were there, and we pulled to this convenience store. This should have been red flag number two, I guess, since you say from Austin, that's red flag number one. Red flag number two, we go into the store. He's a beta male, straight up. Oh, your aunt has to go to the bathroom, so he helps drive the car. Can I give you a hug, baby? Can I give you? I'm like, you know how I feel about me. I make this much money. I make that much money. If you're a real motherfucking bad motherfucker, alpha male motherfucker, or just myself, if you're in a single male like myself, or an alpha male, we ain't gotta tell a woman how much money we make. Almost like a bitch. I always think about women. I always say bitch because most women are bitches. My ass not a bitch. But he's like, oh baby, I'll pay. I'll pay. So yeah, you're gonna pay. So we go inside the store. We all use the bathroom. He's like, what beer should we get? So he's, I'll get you a beer. He goes, Bud Light. Red flag number three. Oh, that's red flag number two. Red flag number three is when he walks into the thing. He's like, my aunt starts talking to he starts kind of getting like this fucking little attitude, kind of in a way. He starts saying stuff to the Arabian people, like, yeah, I don't like white people running things either. I don't like that. And mind you, I think he's like Mexican or white, or he's white. I don't know what the fuck he is, but he looks white. But he was trying to act Mexican. But he's like, I don't know, like, because he'll say stuff in Spanish and it kind of sound authentically Mexican. Of course, that's every white person in Texas. And he's like, I didn't know. I'm glad white people don't run this. Fucking white motherfuckers, blah blah. I'm for the Arabs. He said this to these people, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, you guys kicked out of the store. And so they leave, and my aunt, and we all leave. We all go down the street. We're going to Cottonwood. I don't know how to get to Cottonwood. Mind you, he started acting like a brand new every time I would like talk to somebody because he was like acting like he was already with my aunt. He just met her. It's my girl. It's my girl. So we get to her home girl's house. I love that kind of environment. My favorite kind of environment is a fire pit, some beer, and then they pass around some crown. They pass around a bunch of crown. We'll take a shot of the crown out of the bottle. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting around this fucking fire pit. Oh man, I said, no, I don't care if we don't ever leave here because that's and everything's gonna be good. My aunt's talking to her homegirl, they're giggling and fucking, whatever women talk about, And I'm on the phone with my homeboy. There's a guy there that we're gonna call him Mr. Prisoner. I don't know his real name. I think it was like Mike. But like, I'm gonna call him Prisoner because he was just got out of prison, did like the 19-year sentence or some shit, 18-year, 19-year sentence. I think out of 20 or some shit. Um, he just didn't fucking stretch, man. Like when he went in, the world was different. He came out. Pretty much when Prisoner went into prison, it was like 18, 19 years ago. So what I realized about everybody who was in prison is, everybody that I've talked to in prison, I actually brought him on the podcast so he can tell you how different it was. Like a transition, like you hear about what's going on outside. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. But like you don't live on the outside. So when you step out that door, you're going, but I'm still back in 1990, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, whatever, well, 19 years ago, I guess he would have been like in 2000, back in 2001. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Or 2002. Or no, 2003, I think he said he got locked up. But I'm still back. He's still back in the early 2000s. Back when music was good. Back when people weren't all like back. You know what I'm saying? So he's just like, what the fuck happened? But the world's changed around him. But he's still the same. So he's sitting there. And also he's kind of like, doing this shit. And, he's moving around. He's looking around. I'm watching this guy from the corner of my eye because I don't trust him, but because I just don't know him. And then Cowboys over there fucking. Yeah, I was like, I do need someone to help me work. I want to put some stuff in my RV. He's like, I've worked on an RV for 35 years. Every time you say he did something, he's worked on it for 35 years, or he's done this for 50 years. He was a cop for, and he was a cop for fucking 15 years. He was this, really, he really said he was a cop for about 15 years. He was a carpenter for 35 years. He worked on RVs for 35 years. Every fucking thing he said, he was like, no, everything you say, he knew about. He knew everything in his eyes. He was trying to be like, since he was the oldest man there, you can tell he was the oldest. He was trying to, and he was the richest too, or he looked like he was the richest. He would literally, he would literally act like he was like more advanced than us other two guys. The prisoner didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm younger now. I'm trying to listen to this guy talk. That's what I do. I either play stupid or listen to you. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. I'll let you sound stupid. So he's like bragging about this, bragging about that, bragging about how he writes country songs and he DJs and he writes country songs and he's writing a country song called "She Made My Penis Stand Up" or some shit. It was something fucking random. And my aunt's like, "I'll make your penis stand up," just being my aunt. And we're sitting there having a good time. Where did she meet these babes, man? But so he's just yeah, blah blah blah. He's talking this big shit. Everybody's listening. I'm just like, I'm watching the fire a little bit and prisoners sitting there, and me and him will say something to it every once in a while. But there's fire. He's like, yeah, that's just how guys are. When we first meet, I said, man, what I'm saying? He said, it's good to be free, though. I said, oh, it is. Every little thing he had to say, he had to remind you he'd been in prison. Every little thing you say to Cowboy, he had to remind you that he knows everything about it. It was just, and I'm like, oh. The only people I was really vibing with there was my aunt and her friend, because my aunt's friend was cool as fuck, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna give her that. She was cool. Cool fucking. And my aunt was cool as fuck too. So they're two of the only ones I was pretty much vibing. The two guys were like, just how men are. We're all kind of like looking at each other and shit. Like, the cowboy is used to being a fucking. He's used to being, saying Mister. Everybody listens to me. I don't know if he knew what he was talking about. So my aunt is very loud. She's very aggressive. She's very in your face. It's how she is, man. And I like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to know how she feels about within minutes of meeting you. Now, the reason why I say this is because the prisoner decided he wants to, he thinks my aunt's yelling at him. He starts, because, his homegirl is my aunt's homegirl too. And my aunt's homegirl's like, so he's been locked up for this long. He's this, this, and this. And this is Melanie. She's this and this and this. And he's like, oh yeah. And she's like, oh, I remember. And he thought she was yelling at him, so he's freaking out. He's already like, stop yelling at me, man. I'm just trying to get, man. Stop yelling at me, man. You know, and I'm like, so I stand up. Oh, cowboy, they're standing up too. And like, we're going to fucking leave. Fuck this, blah, blah, blah. Because they got into it. And so we leave. We go to Hiccups. And mind you, this cowboy, talking about how he's a gentleman and a badass, he didn't even try to get between them. And that's what I was waiting for. But we left. And we go to Hiccups. That guy kind of feels like emasculated a little bit, I think. That's what I think. Because he starts, you know, we go to this bar, Hiccups. And Hiccups is cool as fuck. I used to hang out there. And there was, but when I walked in, there was a different Hiccup. New thing. Which of those, you know, there's a bartender chick back there. She had the bartender attitude, which I think is hot as fuck. Especially like if you're a chick with like a bunch of tattoos and you have that little kind of like, you know, attitude. I'm like, oh my god, that's kind of fucking hot, dude. And so she said, what would y'all have? My aunt's like, it was three green tea shots. Oh fuck yeah, you know, my homegirl Heather makes fucking some of the best green tea shots. This was not Heather's green tea shots. It wasn't as good, but it was good. So the girl makes the green tea shots really fast. She's talking to her. I'm talking to her. Oh, you put sweet and sour, fucking Jameson, and what else was there? And peach tree and peach slops on her. Yeah, how do you know that's what my homegirl makes it all the time? And so she's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what's up. I'm like, yeah. And dude's sitting there. He's drunk. He's looking around. Got a bit of attitude, don't you? Yeah. So, you know, he kind of saying stuff, you know, he's not center of attention, so it's pissing him off. My aunt went to the bathroom, so he's like, I go, where'd my aunt go? Oh, she went to the bathroom. Okay. She had a relievers. All right, bro. All right, bro. And then, so the girl makes the shots, pours them. She's like, okay, that'd be 25 something. He's like, God damn. And he just starts cussing. And he's like, why are they so fucking expensive, man? What the fuck, man? And I'm like, oh, you didn't get this fucking angry when that guy was yelling at my aunt. Motherfucker, you getting angry at the little girl behind the bar. Okay. Cowboy. I said, it's cool. I said, you don't got it, I got it. That pissed him off even more. Because, you know, so no, I got the goddamn money, but I know the owner of this place, and this is he don't know the owner of Hiccups. You know, I've only met him a couple times. But he don't know the owner of Hiccups. The owner of Hiccups is actually, he don't know the owner. And the girl's like, I know the owner too. I said, well, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong? You know, I'm right now trying to lighten the mood a little bit. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, I'm leaning up against the bar. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Don't apologize. She has one of the worst fucking attitudes I've ever seen in my life. She goes, if you don't like the way things are going, sir, pay me and get the hell out of my motherfucking bar. And I was like, ooh, that's fucking. And then I'll take my head and I looked at him. He's like, I will fucking pay you. I've never come back to this fucking place again. She's like, well, good. I've never seen you before anybody. Because I'm from Austin, Texas. I know a lot of big landowners down here, and I know the owner of this fucking place. And I'm this right now. He will be going to call me. And I'm like, bro, chill out, bro. And I told him, I was like, bro, chill out, man. And my aunt walked in. I was like, what's going on? This bitch right here, blah, blah, blah. I said, you want me to pay for it or not? I'll pay for it. So he looks out his wallet, gives her his card, and she swipes it. Don't even he's like, you're not going to tip either. So that's fine. I don't give a shit. Get out of here. And my aunt said, come on, let's go. And so he starts walking around. This is fucking bullshit. You know, he's walking. I'm like, well, man, I'm so fucking sorry, dude. Oh my god. So we go out to the fucking truck. He's like, that girl had a fucking bad attitude, right? I was like, not really. I said, anybody would have an attitude they got to talk to like that. And because to me, I don't like when people talk to people that work at customers. I don't like that. That shit pisses me off. And like if you're a bartender, you're a waitress, you're a cook, or if you work in liquor stores like I have, or convenience stores, or Walmart, or whatever, if you work where you have to deal with the public, I don't think people should disrespect you. I think you should get some respect. And he came in totally disrespectful towards her, kind of, you know, he acted like he wanted to jump at her, bro. It's like, what the fuck? And I told my aunt, I don't know about this. So we get in the truck, we go end up going to another bar called Brass Hall. I've only been to Brass Hall a handful of times. Went there, last time I went there, I saw Slim Thug and Zero and stuff like that. You know, they came down, and when the famous rappers actually come down, they actually come down and they go to Brass Hall. So Um, we went to Brass Hall. We walk in, of course. As soon as we walk in, boy, like I see my homeboy Isaiah and I see my homeboy Matt. Or no, I didn't see Matt first. Matt came in with me. I saw my homeboy Isaiah at the bar. I said, he was, is that Derrek Rivera walking in this bar? And I'm like, oh shit. He walked up, gave him a hug. I asked this kid since fucking Isaiah is one of them kids that I would have him on the podcast too. He's a bad motherfucker. I've seen him fight with Top Padre, like when I found one of that took out Top Padre with triple threat guys. He's also one of them as well. So like I believe he's part of triple threat as well. But like, so he's a bad motherfucker. Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, that's him. And plus he's in good shape. But he's humble. He's one of them people that if you, like when I first met him, I thought he was gonna be a hater. Because he's like an ex-football star or something like that. And like he's one of those guys. But like he's in good shape. Women think he's good looking. He's the perfect ladies man. He's fucking real and he's nice as fuck. Like he was so humble on her. And the dude comes up and he's just like, he showed everybody. Isaiah's the kind of guy that will treat the janitor just like the fucking CEO. That's him. He's a good ass dude. And I think even if he had $1 billion, like he would still treat everybody the same. Everybody good. So he comes up and he's like, Derrek, what's up, blah, blah. Man's like, how do you know this guy? Man's like, oh. Just like a tree. I'm like, God, no. Leave my friends alone. So I talked to him for a little bit. Then he goes back to his group and starts talking. And I go outside to smoke a cigarette. I'm out there smoking a cigarette. I see another guy I used to see at the bars all the time too. He's like, hey man, where the fuck you been, dude? I'm like, I've been around, brother. And we just started talking out there on the balcony, smoking cigarettes. And that guy was in there, and I came back and he was gone. I said, where the fuck that guy go? She goes, you look at my purse from him. That's what happened. She's like, he's leaving. I made him leave. Fuck. That boy left. That boy's leaving. Whatever happened, and come to find out, he got mad because my aunt was dancing with her homegirl that was in there, and her homegirl started dancing and laughing and stuff. He thought she was acting bisexual, but he couldn't take it. Couldn't take her flirting with everybody no more. I got her stuff. He's like, I gotta go. Fuck this. All right, man, have fun, bro. So we had to find another ride home. But we did. One of my aunt's friends came in there and gave us a ride home. But that's what happens with my aunt. You always have a good fucking time. And so, with that being fucking said, the next day, and this is why she's so spontaneous too. I'm laying on the couch, I'm sleeping over a hangover. Next day about noon, she's like, hey, get up, we're gonna get on the boat. What boat? She's like, the boat. My friend has a boat, we're gonna get on the boat. I didn't even dress for the boat, man. Like, I literally came down there, my intentions were to come down there and leave the very next morning. That was my intention. Wrong, wrong. I didn't leave till Wednesday morning, which ended up bringing my aunt up here. And, we had that was another good day, too. Tuesday was a great day, actually. I got to spend time. We went on the boat for a little bit, and I got off because I got too hot. I was really in like a fucking button up shirt, pair of jeans, and a fucking pair of boots, man. So I'm like, I'm on the boat burning up. So I called him. I wanted to go hang out with my sister, my brother, and my dad, and my nephew, my little nephew. Hang with my little nephew all the time and stuff, and ate all their spaghetti, and I had a good time. Man. I surely fucking did. Wednesday, um, came out here to Killeen. My aunt, her friend, my cousin Cleve. We all went and hung out. And, first, we went to the fucking pool hall. My aunt's friend said it was boring. Everything he picks is boring. I said, man, I just like to play pool. Y'all want to play pool? I got you pool. We all want to go to the titty bar. So we ended up going to the dollhouse. And, what I'm saying? I got a lap dance. The girl left her pussy juice on my leg. Long fucking story, dude. Like, because nothing spilled on me. And I'm like, my jeans are kind of wet right there. And that's where she sat. And I'm like, that bitch pussy juice got on my goddamn fucking knee. She got the pussy juice on my knee. So that was pretty entertaining. We had a good time that night. We got really drunk. And I had to break my aunt up from fighting my cousin a couple times. I had to stand between them. My cousin would talk shit to her and hide behind me. I'm like, oh, chill out, bro. Like, stop, bro. Leave her alone. Like, she ain't gonna stop. Like, she'd chase him around the parking lot and everything. I'm like, oh my God. people like when we were at the pool hall, they're doing that. So we left the pool hall to get a ride, and I was waiting on my homeboy to come through. And that's just how I am, waiting on my homeboy to come through. And we ended up going to Papa John's and getting some pizza, and I ended up talking to my homeboy, and she chased him around the parking lot, and there was uh there was literally it was a weird night, but we had a good time. That's how it is when people like my Aunt Melanie. I like hanging out with her. Just stuff like something's always going to go down. Sometimes you got to be on the edge of your seat because you don't know what's going to happen, man. But like, I think if I wrote a book, if I had like if someone could write a book about her, I think it'd be like a pretty crazy life. You know what I'm saying? Like some people just have a crazy life, and it's every day it's something new. Some people live like that, and I used to live like that too. But I don't know, man. It's just I can do it once or twice a week. Like like you know what I mean. But it's cool that she knows all these interesting people and stuff like that. And, she my aunt's the kind of like I'm like, yo, I need to find this and this. I got you. Like she's the reason why I found the RV. I was like, I need to find an RV or something to live in. I think I'm gonna look for an RV. And she goes, gotcha. Within 5 minutes, she found me that RV. Of course, it was my cousin. But she's like, and within 5 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of person she is. She knows a lot of people. Oh man, like she's a very spontaneous person. Like she said, you never know what's going to happen when you hang out with your Aunt Mel. I was like, that's the fucking truth. Like, because literally on Wednesday, before we were heading out to my parents' house, I was to grab my taxi check, and we're heading out there, and I realized we're in a car with no fucking tags and low tires. And we're in this little car of hers. Like, we get pulled over by the police. Fuck. I got tickets out there I haven't paid yet, but I don't have warrants. 1 second, guys. Sorry about the confusion. My grandmother just called to see if I made it down to my hometown safely. So all the setbacks, it didn't really happen. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah. No, I was talking about my aunt and stuff, and I can't wait to get down there. But yeah, she was making sure to see if I made it home down there safely and everything, but I didn't. I was supposed to be leaving here today about 4 o'clock, and I would have been there by now, and no, didn't make it. But a lot of setbacks happen. But tomorrow, definitely, I'm going to be down there. That's going to where the new studio is going to be as well. I think I've already talked about that before. But a lot of stuff going on, so that's one reason why the podcast was late this week and everything else. And there's one thing I want to talk about too is how you shouldn't disrespect people that serve you. You know what I'm saying? Like Cowboy did. He literally disrespected everything. Of course, um, I don't believe you should respect people. You know, I don't want to I'm not that kind of person, and I never will be. I'm not that kind of guy that will disrespect. Like especially like if you're like someone that works in food service or someone that works in the you know what I mean? Like, or works as a bartender or whatever, or just anybody that works for the service of people, man. You just never know where people are at in their life, man. But, he comes in, disrespects, I know this person, I know that person. It's like, dude, look, this person's trying to make a living, bro. You talk about how rich you are. Well, not everybody's like you. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like these Karen attitudes it's always been bad, bro. Like, I remember when I worked at Derrek, man, this got through it really. And what that is, that's chili, cheese, Fritos, hamburger meat, mustard, and lettuce and onions at me. Because the cook back there keep on messing. Look, everybody messes up. We're all human. But like you go somewhere and you think people are supposed to kiss your ass, and it's not fucking gonna happen. And I know for a fact, bro, that literally, I just don't think it should. And I've always been like that all my life, It's like, and you work in the food service. Like, I work in food service a big part of my life. I know there's guys on my Facebook like, we shouldn't tip if they do this or do that. It's like, bro, that person's dependent on those tips. That person's dependent on those tips to like get through their life. You know what I'm saying? Like life isn't easy. Life isn't easy for nobody. And you're being a fucking dick sucker by fucking literally not wanting to fucking tip. You're a fucking cocksucker. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad as I gotta deal with your fucking badass attitude. You think you're fucking better than everybody. You don't know how hard I work at things. Let me tell you something. They might not work as hard manually as hard as you do in your construction job. But I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Mentally, they gotta put up with mental, and that's why I was trying to treat people good. I was trying to be great. I was trying to be like, that guy that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I leave a store, I won't say, I want more customers. I've worked in a liquor store. I've had people yell at me. Like the last week at the liquor store, some guy got mad at my coworker, asking for his ID. He brought his gun in the fucking store. I said, bro, why do you want to do all that? Why do you want to make that fucking show? Why can't you just go home and sit down, shut the fuck up? But no, you want to. I got a gun. We don't care. Shoot me. You know what I'm saying? And no one there was scared of him. That's what pissed him off. I started laughing at him. But that's about it. And I'm trying to keep the fucking the peace. Got a bugger up there. Well, I'm trying to keep the fucking. I got farting boogers. Goddamn. But I'm trying to keep the peace. And this guy's fucking literally just being a piece of shit. And that's what happens though. That's what happens. Like, you gotta understand. There's reason why like sometimes like when I'm in a bad mood, I call in to work. Because I'm in a bad mood, bro. And I call them because I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it today. Because like little there's like I literally when I went to the IHOP, I remember I went in when I was in a bad mood because I couldn't get the day off because my dad had a heart attack. I won't put that out there right now. But I went in and I lost my cool before the podcast. Kind of ironic that I'm doing the podcast in this empty room. First episode I ever did was in this empty ass room with no bed in here. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there. I was right there on the floor, sitting on the carpet, and just did the podcast. That's the episode I'm doing in this house. No bed, and I'm not sitting on the floor. I should have fell on the floor though, but nah, that would have been painful. But yeah, but it happens, man. And I'm really kind of missing out here, bro. I saw this podcast wasn't much about the news today. I accidentally threw my notebook away, I guess, or something. I can't find it anywhere. I think because there was two. I think I put it on top of the other notebook that was upstairs, or not upstairs, but it was up on the top shelf up here that already had stuff in it that I was gonna throw away anyway. And I think I just threw the book away. And I gotta get a new notebook, but it is what it is. I'm probably gonna go get a new notebook, in a little bit. It's a cookie lady. I love sitting here looking out this window, so people drive by that I recognize and shit. She was all right. She's kind of a bitch, but cookie lady made these giant cookies. Yeah. But I'm glad that this is the end of a chapter. Starting a new chapter. I think that's the positive way of looking at things. A lot of times I gotta go back to my hometown. I know people gonna snicker. I know people gonna hate. I know my whole family's gonna like, oh, he's gotta go back to the norm, Derrek. He'll go back to the norm pretty soon. But I just know that it's not gonna be the same, bro. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be the person either. And when there's a new chapter in life, instead of looking back in the past, living in the past, it's good to fucking it's good to live in the fucking future. I set myself some goals. Because I realized one thing about myself. I can make goals. You know what I'm saying? I ain't because I used to be one of those people that live like, well, this bad stuff happens to me because I'm a victim. No, it's not fucking true. Like I hate that people knew me back then like that. And I have my little depressing moments every once in a while. Depression, like Andrew Tate said, it's not real. It is real, but it depends how you fucking handle it. Handle it like a man. And I learned how to handle my depression like a man. I like to vent. Yeah, I'll vent on Facebook about killing myself. And people are like, don't be talking like that, Derrek. We don't want to talk to you no more. Fine, go. Get the fuck out. Because one motherfucking thing is I will make it up out of this depression. I will make it out. And I learned that day when I saw my whole mind frame changed. It took a while for my mind frame to change. But when my mind frame did change, it was like, life is fucking beautiful. Like I remember I was out here one day and I left IHOP. IHOP was the first job I liked in a long time. IHOP was the first job I liked since I worked with my grandpa as a kid. See, that was my favorite job I ever had, was working with my grandpa as a kid. I didn't make no money, but I remember we'd sit on the fucking, she's running from the window trying to bark to fucking run the story. But that's what she does. She loves running shit. That dog loves to anyway, I was, well, I used to cut wood with my grandpa. And my grandpa was a good man, dude. He really is. But I used to cut wood with him, and it was the best job I ever had in my life. It wasn't the best paying, it wasn't the best hours, but it was the one I loved doing. You know, and that's one thing I love about job. I was that for a minute. That was the first job in a while. Was when I first moved out here in Parker Heights. I walked home and I would smile after a shift, and I was in a good mood. I said, "Fuck, am I grinning?" And I was so happy to go home. I was happy to like, because usually like you'll have a good day at work and it's fucking home. But no, it was like I'm happy to go home. So when I get home, they're gonna have supper in the microwave for me because they're already in bed. I get home like midnight a lot of times. You know, and they were always like, and then I like the people I lived with. So I got nothing but love for this family. Everything comes to an end, and I'm glad, and everything's ending good. So I'm happy about that. Everything's ending good. So I hope so, at least. Unless something happens tonight, I don't think it will. She walks in and shoots me. I'm just falling around. Shut up, Derrek. Okay. But no, like it was great, man. I would enjoy coming home. I'd enjoy going to work. I remember just walking home and I was like, I am sincerely fucking happy right now. Yeah, I don't have, you know, I didn't have what's her name, you know. She went to Houston, and I was like, damn, I didn't get the girl, but at least I was fucking happy, bro. And I was actually pretty fucking happy. I didn't get her this time either. Same girl. I didn't get her this time. I'm moving and she's staying out here. But it is what it is, bro. Like, and I'm going back to my hometown for that new chapter with what I've learned. And the chapter before when I was living there. Chapter before when I was living down there and going through misery. I was miserable. I was drunk all the time. Ugh. Now I learned how to be sober. I learned how to be sober and I can still be cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be drunk every motherfucking day. I ain't gotta be fucking, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm happy to start this new chapter. New chapter to start off. I pray. I know it's gonna be some rough patches. Every chapter has rough patches, but it's how you take it. You know what I mean? Like once you gotta realize your life is always gonna have chapters. It's always gonna have rough patches, but it depends how you take it. And I think the best thing with the past do is learn from the past. Don't fucking dwell in the past. Because that was my biggest problem. I said dwell in the past. But now I don't. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the past, man. I'm gonna learn from the past. I'll look back at the past and know the job sucked. Damn, that living situation sucked, but I'll learn. I know damn well I ain't going back to it. So no matter what, no matter how no matter I'm coming from a 2-story house with fucking 5 bedrooms going down to an RV, bro. I could be depressed, but you know what? Hey, at least that's gonna be my RV. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I did in this house, only thing I rented a room in this house. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't shit here. But that RV, that's my RV. That's my studio. And when I do it, you know what that leaves room for? Stepping up. And that's it. You gotta learn how to fucking step up, guys. You gotta learn how to fucking have a good time. You gotta learn how to have fun. And you gotta learn that life is there's more to life than just going day by day. You know, I've learned from everybody in my family. I watched all the older people in my family how they live their lives and stuff like that, and I like my families go from day by day. But if you were a true boss, you don't fucking back every motherfucking day. So that's true. That's real shit. So anyway, guys, follow me on at Rib Era Productions on YouTube. That's the YouTube channel where the podcast come out. Of course, I release videos almost every other day. Little small videos or whatever. But I like to keep people coming in. Got a few new followers. Thank you guys very much. Definitely like and subscribe. Ring the bell, man. Ring the motherfucking bell. And also TikTok. Diesel UG Hub 007. All one word. Is me on TikTok. Just clown. That's what I've been doing. And that's what I'll always be doing. And then, of course, I'm on Spotify at the Morning Beer Podcast. Guys, have a happy fucking Wednesday. Have a wet fart Wednesday. Have a good fucking Wednesday, guys, because you know what it's going to be. It's gonna be a fucking lovely day. We're gonna have a good time. And I hope you guys know one fucking thing. And that one thing is life is worth living. Be happy, man. I'm starting my new chapter. It begins tomorrow. It's the end of a good chapter. End of a good time. Thank you, Killeen. I hope you guys know I'll be back. And I just want to honor, before I leave, I just want to honor all the people that I did meet out here, all the great friends, all the people that I had love for, um, coworkers, people I met through jobs, all these great people I had out here. And none of them, I hate, but like, ain't none of them, like Wolverines, Wolverine stuff. Open Wolverine stuff. I don't fucking know. Anyway, like, I hope you guys are fucking good, man. And I love Killeen taught me a lot, bro. It taught me a lot about positivity. Taught me a lot about fucking chilling. It taught me like it taught me not everybody's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember in Killeen, bro. I remember I'd be walking to the liquor store sometimes. I had to walk to work a lot. It's like 2-3 mile walk, almost. And I was I was my knee be hurting. And some people see me. When you got the liquor store, they pull over and they give me a ride. Yes, they pull over and give me a ride. And they wouldn't know me from Adam. They just know me, they'd see me at the liquor store. And that happened a lot. It wouldn't happen so much at night when I was walking home, I guess because they didn't see me. But during the day, it happened a lot, dude. It was awesome. You know? It was like here in Killeen, I learned about giving back. You know what I'm saying? And paying it forward. It's one thing I really learned about was paying it forward. I've never seen people do that a lot. They're paying it forward, paying it forward, paying it. And what that means is like let's say someone does something good for you, you do something good for the next man. Like I remember with the liquor store online, and some guys like, some guys I'm gonna pay for his too. Cool. And the other guy's like, he just paid for mine. Yeah, I'll pay for his. Pay it forward. And then like a whole line of people paying. I was like, damn, man. But these people would give me a ride to work, and I'd probably like they come in the next time I buy a couple shots, where I'm like, you know what? Those are on me too. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what? I'll give you a discount. Why'd you give me a discount? Because they gave me a ride to work, bro. Like they got me to work safely. You know what I mean? So like it's good times, man. I'm gonna miss all my friends out here, bro. I really am. And that's one thing. I'm gonna miss all my friends. Definitely give me a follow on Spotify, one of their podcasts, YouTube, Rebound Productions, like I said, and TikTok, Diesel Uchiha, the Rose Set All. Guys, thank you. Good night. See you later, Killeen. I'm out.
Drop stick, get 'em with the 9 and make 'em spin. We gon' drop stick, get 'em with the 9 and make 'em spin. We gon' drop stick, get 'em with the 9 and make 'em spin. We gon' drop stick, get 'em with the 9 and make 'em spin. We gon'